Hello everybody, welcome back, or thank you for continuing watching if you've stuck with me from the last one. So we've got our last game of the evening for Studio Rumble. Studio Rumble, awesome little group run by volunteers, getting video game companies together, playing games, having a good time. This year round we are playing some Overwatch. We are in week 3 playing on Watchpoint Gibraltar. This is a game coming at you from the Dirty Casual division, so should be fun, having a good time. We're just friends here. We've got Jet Set Lucio versus Overwatch Mainene. So this match is, we have Jet Set Lucio. They are individuals coming at us from Nex and them. Overwatch Mainene coming from Certain Affinity. And these are two teams looking to have some fun. And so we will see how well each of them can do. We've got this playing on Watchpoint Gibraltar. It's a asymmetric attack defense map. Push the payload. So their goal is to push it through 4 different checkpoints to try and bring the payload to the rocket at the end, send it off into space, bring the Overwatch crew all back together. Good times all around. So if one team can both complete the attack, complete the defense, they'll take the victory. Otherwise, it's going to be who can have captured everything quicker, who can have held the most points. It's all about those times, all about what we can do. We've seen solid holds and solid attacks from everybody so far. Let's see if we can't get a little bit closer of a game tonight. We've got both teams just still sitting in the lobby here, getting everybody ready. You know, got to make sure everybody's in place. Figure out those last-minute lead strats as we go into game. Should be just a moment. So one of the things I particularly like about this map is, you know, it has really good design for like watching, making sure everybody can go through the points. You know, you have all of the, like, there's side routes all throughout the points. There's a good use of, you know, that first initial spawn for defense eventually becoming a route that both teams can use to skirt around in that central hangar. You know, that there's that road that's that clearly defined. This is where the cart's moving. This is what we're playing around, and then all throughout there's little buildings, little side tunnels. Good little bit of flanking that can happen for both teams. Try and get those tracers and reapers into place. Get up onto the enemy snipers or get into the back line of the healers. Remember, protect your mercies, but if you're on offense or going up against one, make sure to take her first. There's been plenty of plays where, you know, you manage to get like 4 of the enemy team, and then all of a sudden Mercy flies in. Heroes never die till Valhalla for a price, and gotta kill them all over again. You just cleaned up this place, and nope, your work's never done. No rest for the weary. That's how it goes. So we had one person just had to rejoin the game. They should be all good at this point. Oh, nope. Still having some more FKs. So, still getting set up. So I'm curious to see what kind of defenses each of these teams going to be running. I think that tells a lot about the individual playstyles, you know, especially if they can react to what the other team's doing. You know, if you have something where it's a lot of squishies, a lot of healers. We'll see. We'll see how these teams react to each other. But one of the things I have seen a lot of is a lot of these matches can be really well defined by how good of a sniper you have on your team. You know, a good Widowmaker can do a lot, especially when you're dealing with, you know, not a lot of tanks. She doesn't do as well against tanks because of the high hit point pools, and she really relies on coming from a place that, you know, she has to take someone out. She has to come from that unknown. Bam! Hit someone down. But with tanks, like especially like with someone like Winston, who could jump up in her face, it gets a little more difficult. But Enough of this rambling about theory crafting. We're going into the game. We're on Watch Point Gibraltar. So, on the defense, I believe for this first round, that is going to be Jet Set Lucio. We've got a Dotiki playing Pharah, Captain on Reaper, Stealthy on Bastion, Zombie Toast still deciding. Shies on Reinhardt and Bongsao on Roadhog. Looks like Zombie Toast has decided to go with the Symmetra, bringing that teleport in. No heals though. On the offense, still have a couple deciding, but maybe they'll get there by the time I get to them. Oh wait, we are going back to the lobby. People are unsure what they want to do. Go back to the overlay for just a moment till people figure out what's going on. Ah, come on! It's getting excited for a bloodbath! Looks like we had some mishaps. False start there, everybody. But, you know, teams hadn't seen each other. As long as they're not cheating and watching the stream. Don't be cheaters now. Save the stream watching till after the games. After you're coming back with your teams going, hey, how'd we do? What'd this crazy rainbow pie chick think of how we were playing? See, that's the time to watch the videos. Not in the game, people. But hopefully we should be getting back into this. Looks like the teams have switched around, realizing that they weren't doing it in the right order. We've got the system set up on the Studio Rumble site. So now we are pushing back in. Watch Point Gibraltar, take 2. So on the defense, Pork as Mercy, Ronnie's as Pharah, Mumundata as Tracer, Slackluster as Torbjorn, Kata as Junkrat, and Pagnus as Symmetra. On the offense, we've got Jet Set Lucio now, Odd Tiki as Pharah, Captain as Reaper, Bong Sao as Roadhog, Stealthy as Junkrat, Zombie Toast as Mercy, and Shies rocking the Reinhardt. So now we've got a bit of a chaos fest in the offensive preparation room. If you recall, this is where Winston was getting those calls out. Got some nice details of what was happening there, you know. Got some relics of the battle things from when he was swinging around. And of course all the additional damage is the offense getting bored, taking out monitors, taking out railings. Gosh, you think you could respect the property that you're working in? No, you can't. Gotta have a little bit of fun, a little bit of chaos. But defense getting set up. Symmetra turrets on the far side. Well, Torbjorn setting up his turret in the back, hoping to get a little bit of suppressive fire as that cart does start to move out. They're going to be going for a push right out of the gate, make it more difficult. Reinhardt shield coming out of the main gate, being followed up with the Junkrat and the Mercy, keeping everybody set up. Reaper's looking like he wants to find a teleport spot, but Pharah spots him out, so he's going to have to disengage back. But offense have managed to get off onto the point. The Torbjorn turret is starting to be able to see where they're coming through. Shies trying to go in. Oh, gets jumped up, bounced up. Good knock up by Caught. Gets the good finish off with Ronnie's help. And the cart's starting to move back. Slackluster deciding he was a little bit too far forward. Stealthy, though, catches him out. Gets some kills onto him, but they trade. 1 for 1. Turret's still alive, getting some suppressive fire for Captain coming through the side, but he does take out the Tracer. Tracer, well, she can do pretty good against that Reaper. A good headshot from Reaper does a lot of damage, especially if it's close range with those shotgun shells. Manages to take out one before Ronnie's on the Pharah, doing some work. Did some damage. So we do have the Pharah ultimate. We'll see what kind of effect that can be used to. Pigman on the side, misses the hook. Knockback, oh, got the rock behind him. Doesn't get pushed off of the side. Pharah, though, coming in from the side, sees this. Oh no, no ultimate just yet. Does get the Mercy, though, which is one of those key things. It's very difficult if you ever get taken down. Odd Tiki coming up, shooting from the side. Ronnie's down to half health. Oh man, I'm waiting for this good ultimate. I thought it was going to be sooner. Thought we had something in the works. Roadhog though, just taking it. And offense is just pushing off to the side. Not quite on the first point. There it is. After a few minutes taking that out. Ronnie is finally using that ultimate and just going down quickly afterwards. Stealthy tossing in the Junkrat ult. Doesn't really find anyone. Tries going up off to the side. Just a little bit. Kart's still pushing forward. Defense off to the side, falling in from the teleporter. Magnus being the last one coming in. Captain, though, dropping in down. Gets a great Reaper ultimate. Takes out 3. It's going in deep, getting onto Symmetra. But she decides he's not providing order, killing my teammate. So that's just making a mess. Can't have that. Clean that shit up. So Torbjorn gets turret down, gets taken down by the Reinhardt. Good use of the Symmetra turrets on the point. That is slowly ticking through onto the Reinhardt, doing a little bit of damage. Slackluster again, going in offensive with the turret. Gets the ultimate down out of the Reinhardt, but there's just enough reinforcements to bring that in. Port coming in, bringing the rest of the team back up, and Overwatch Mainene managing to hold Slackluster, deciding, I still want my turrets forward. You can't stop me. I'm building shit. I'm an engineer. I do what I want. Odd Tiki, though, trying to get a little bit of poke on from the side, but Stealthy. Good use of those bombs. You know, Junkrat particularly good at lobbing stuff into those side positions, making it difficult to come through. The AoE effects of that, the time delay, means if you see a Junkrat pushed onto a point, you should probably go somewhere else, because unless you have a ways of teleporting through or shielding that, you're probably not making it through there. Got a little bit of fighting coming out on the backside. Junkrat trying to get a little bit of damage down. Pork running away. Does manage to find turret or friendly teammates line of sight. Get out of sight. Captain, though, trying to go in, get some damage down. Slackluster trying to keep his turrets going, but it's not able to hold off. Close range damage to the Reaper. Just able to clean that up. And with a little bit of time left, B points hit. Ronnie's gets some good damage, though, but the Mercy brings everybody back up. Shies helps protect them while that's happening. About 2,000 shield of the Reinhardt does quite a bit for protecting the friendly team. But we do have, yet again, another defensive setup. Good use of those turrets here. People are not going to want to be walking through this side. That's a lot of Symmetra to walk through. Slackluster also getting a little bit of push onto the point. This door is going to remain open until that cart does go through.
The payload stopped.
Payload's pushing back onto the point. Of course, it ticks off there because that is the starting point of this push through. Alright, so red side coming in through the side. Junkrat's up top, looking for something to do. Decides, oh, we're going with the ultimate. It's going down the front side. Oh, right into the turret. Gets a couple of Symmetras as well. The Molten Core gives it just enough health that that turret's staying up. Got some fighting off to the side.
Oh, just leave this here.
The payload is in my charge.
Reinhardt's trying to get back onto the point. Symmetra's turret's causing a little bit of harassment onto that Shies, onto that Reinhardt, but they are now finally able to push through. The nest of Symmetra turrets taking down the Junkrat taking out the
No fair.
Torbjorn turret. So I'm really liking the offensive composition here. You know, running with Reaper, Junkrat, and Pharah. That gives a lot of clearing off potential for when offensive group ups happen. Ronnie's, though, coming in big, gets a great ultimate onto the team, prevents them from pushing any further. Doing some great play. So we don't have snipers in this game, which I always think is particularly interesting. This seems like it'd be a good one, especially on offense. You know, it's not as effective when you're having to run up against a Reinhardt. Sniping through that shield, particularly difficult. Offense grouping up onto the side. Torbjorn turret gets taken out. Ronnie trying to get some harassment on the side. Gets the Junkrat. Doesn't have the ultimate. Still managing to get a little bit more poking off to the side. Has the Mercy coming in behind. Gets the damage. Gets the healing. Mercy keeping Ronnie's alive. Pork knows who he likes. Oh, defensive Junkrat ultimate. Stops the push on the cart. Shies, you're all alone. Reinhardt, really good when working with the teams. Less so when working on alone. Stealthy, trying to get a little bit of damage in, but just drops the bomb
My ultimate is almost
all over the ground. That's a mess. Clean that shit up. Clean up an aisle stairwell access.
Armor up.
So the point is starting to push back a little bit. 2 minutes remaining.
Move this payload.
Good holds happening on the defense. Bastion, Torbjorn, creating a lot of emplacements. Good pull by the Roadhog. Pulls the Bastion out of position. But Port coming in, bringing the Bastion back up. Going really far forward. Goes into ult mode. Gets the sniper. Looking for that Soldier 76 off to the side. Oh, he's forced to push way far away. Odd Tiki, though, getting a good bit of damage down. Triple kill, including under the turret. Ronnie's tries to follow up, gets the finish off. Slackluster helps. Dwarf coming in from below, getting the kill, and a very offensive level 1 turret, doing a fair bit of damage, delaying just enough. We're down to 1 minute remaining. Ronnie's still pushing him from behind. That makes it really frustrating. You know, a Pharah that's able to get into the back line, play that disruption role. Pharah's really good at that, being able to knock people around. Mercy bringing back the Roadhog. Soldier getting his sight on, able to keep shooting at everybody. So one thing I didn't realize till recently, this just makes me feel a little bit bad, but you don't actually have to reload a soldier. It feels like you run out of armor. It's just you run out of targets to shoot. Get someone else in sight and you'll be shooting back up in time. Don't reload, otherwise you lose that ultimate. Just a little something to be aware of. Ronnie's with the ultimate on the backside. Gets 2! Rest of the team backed up just enough. Captain on the Reaper, trying to get in a little bit onto the side. Got a nice duel going on. Both of them taken down to about half health. But Reaper finished off. Good fortifications here. Bastion having a good sight lines of this map, making it very difficult to push in. 6 seconds on the clock. The card is moving back, so someone's going to have to touch into on it. Bastion getting through the line of sight, pressure down, and Overwatch main A hold at the 3rd point. So now we'd be moving into the back half of the map. We've got, oh, but before that, cut as Junkrat, that's Scarecrow, play of the game. Of course, it's an ultimate. It's on the defense, it goes in down, gets 2. Launch the bombs, taking down the Reinhardt. 3 kills, triple kill for the Junkrat as a part of their wonderful victory. Alright, so coming up next, we're going to have Jet Set Lucio are now going to be on the offense, and Overwatch main A are going to be seeing if they can push the cart through to the finish line. So we'll see what kind of composition changes we have. You know, defense did a really good job. They went for that emplacement-based defenses with that Torbjorn, Symmetra, and Bastion. You know, those are very difficult to take out. What I would have liked to see is, you know, maybe some better usage of the Junkrat. Junkrat is particularly effective against that, but also stuff like Widowmaker. You know, especially once she pops her ultimate, she can see exactly where they are. It's really easy for her to pop around a corner with fully charged ultimate, hit someone in the head, 250 points of damage. You know, when you see that, there's quite a bit that you can do. So both teams trying to make their decisions on what they want to be playing here. Looks like the offense has figured it out. Well, mostly. Got Roadhog, Lucio, Soldier 76, Junkrat, Widowmaker, and Tracer. Really like that team. You know, Soldier 76 works really well as a secondary healer. That AoE heals. Does a fair bit of healing, more than you imagine sometimes. Oh no, never mind. Looks like that's being swapped out for the double tanks. We've got D.Va on point. Ready to nerf the game. And on the defense, Junkrat, Symmetra, Roadhog, Genji, Bastion, and Hanzo. Still rocking a lot of those defensive players there with that Bastion, with that Symmetra. Able to set up that turret mode and those Symmetra turrets, plus those shields. See what they can do to hold. Bastion looking like going for a further setback on the point here. Well, we see we have Symmetra getting this nice interior turned fully into a car wash. Hanzo going particularly offensive here. We'll see if he can get anything. And offense, D.Va decides she wants to go out the top. Immediately finds the Genji. Got a nice little duel right out of the bat. Snipers. Ronnie's is taking out Hanzo, but not before Hanzo takes out the Junkrat. Ronnie's in the main gate, pushed back again. Odd Tiki on the point, trying to get that set up, make it a little more difficult to push in. But we've got a little bit of skirmish off to the side where Symmetra's all set up. Pork and Pagnus pushing through. There's a lot of efforts being pushed through for a point you don't actually need to hold. So, offense, I can respect you're wanting to make sure you do your due diligence, but you know, sometimes you just gotta let Symmetra become obsolete. She loves her tech, but we all know tech falls off after time. Stealthy trying to get set up, but gets pushed off by Cat, lobbing those grenades up. Putting that suppressive fire. Bungsao coming up, looking like he wants to do something, but at this point the card's already moved on. First point's taken. Stealthy still in that sentry form. Does manage to switch back. The bombs go wide. Trying to get some suppressor fire onto the point. But offense still grouping up. Roadhog looking like he wants to flank in. Gets the Junkrat, gets the kill. Goes ham, Stealthy on the point. This is going to make it particularly difficult, but Pork with the ultimate going ham. Takes out the Bastion, but not before Shies on the Hanzo. Snipes him out, arrow to the head. Who doesn't love pork on a shish kebab? Tracer coming in to get a little bit of harassment on the side. Hanzo forced to move out of position there. Well, Cotton Roadhog going at it again. Slackluster helping take down that defensive Roadhog. Nerf this on the backside, but it's going to be easy for defense to get out of the way. No one's quite taken out by that ultimate. And doesn't buy them enough time to get onto the point, too. Offensive hook misses. Tracer trying to place some rat-a-tat-tat onto the Junkrat. They just trade and disengage. So, the cart slowly pushing back to that first point. Good hold being had here by Jet Set Lucio. But Pork and Slackluster onto the point, as is Cut. Symmetra trying to set up a little bit off to the side. Pork saying, no, I don't want you to necessarily be doing that. He realizes, hey, there's a lot of damage coming in from that. Bungsao pulls the D.Va mech up in. Heals up. Mercy trying to get a little bit of damage on. The ult goes out and misses. Goes wide. Pagnus in the back line trying to get some harass on with those shotgun shells. Don't need a reload. Just can keep shooting. Odd Tiki switched over to Zarya. So we'll see they can do anything there. Bungsao pushes in. Pork gets the pull. Pork with a name like that, we know who's the better Roadhog. See Zombie Toast trying to get a little bit of a push in, push back. Teleporter is in place. Pork going ham, but gets stopped pretty quickly by Bungsao, but the counter hook comes in, but that just brings him enough into range to start shooting in. Shies with the ultimate manages to get the Junkrat, and that's it. But even with all this skirmishing happening, it is the offense that is staying on the cart. They get the point push forward. Gates are open, and we're moving into the hangar. So this is where the last team was stopped. If Overwatch Mainene can push through here, they will take the match. We've got 5 minutes to see who the winner of this could be. We've got a Junkrat ultimate coming in from Cut. Just gets the Genji. But that's before Genji could do any more damage to the Tracer.
Speed kills.
Tracer taking down the turrets while just rewinding in time. Good use of that. Getting those turrets pulled down. Pork with the ultimate yet again. However, there was just the one to bring down. Looks like there's a couple that are sitting up and fight. Slackluster going in, trying to play the disruption tank. Gets a lot of damage down. Pushes them off all while the cart. No, they push forward of the cart. The cart is not pushing. What are you doing? Always be pushing. Always be pushing. Objectives over kills, people. Reinhardt smashes the D.Va in the wall, takes down the mech. But now he's gone in pretty deep. 1v1 in the Pork. Pork wins. Reinhardt's goose is cooked. So 4 down on the defense. Offense pushing in. And it looks like they will be taking this to that B gate, to that second point, and that is the match win. Defensive Hanzo ultimate, not in time. Easily able for them to jump off. So Overwatch Mayonnaise will take the cart, but the game is still up in the air. Will this be a 2-0 or a 2-1? Defensive gravity surge from Zarya. Potentially coming in soon. See if we can get that comboed in with the Genji. There's no like Pharah Reaper that also combos really well with. Pork trying to get a hook in, but the Zarya shield blocking it. Cart still continuing to push up with just 2, 3, 4 on the point. Junkrat trying to get some harass on the side, but Odd Tiki finishes him off, says, please don't blow up my team. And most of the offense going in really deep, leaving their cart all alone. You don't want to leave the cart, even if you're winning. The healing on that's really helpful. You know, you get the points not by how many people you get killed, not by how far back you can push the enemy team, but how far you can push tiny cart. So cart doing his due diligence, getting back on the cart. Launching some suppressive fire out to the side. And some bombs going in. Genji trying to go for the ult with the Zarya shield. Gets into the back line, slicing and dicing. That's 2 down. Zarya ultimate going in. Pulls in Pork. And that's 4 taken out on the offense. Good hold from defense there. Good use of the Zarya and Genji ultimates. They're trying to keep pushing. Ronnie's and Packness trying to get down to the cart though. Captain skirmishing on the side. Ronnie's taking them both down. We are pushing back in. Both teams trying to get set up onto here. Good use of the Reinhardt shield. It does block the ultimate. Reinhardt ults, takes 2 down, but it's not able to finish them off, and now he's in too deep. Gets shot out by D.Va. That shotgunning effect working really well against those big tanks. Bastion tries to get set up, gets shot out by Pagnus. Hanzo ulting from spawn. Pharah trying to ult from behind, but it's not enough. That drone's pushed to the rocket. That's going to be rocked into the space. Overwatch is getting back together. Overwatch, may, nay, nay. Send the message out. They're winning 2-0. Play the game. Captain as Genji. Let's see where this is. I'm guessing it's toward the end. Yep, here we go. Going in. Getting onto the back line. There's the D.Va. There's the Junkrat. There's the Roadhog. That's some shish kebab pork. Thank you for tuning in. That's going to be it for tonight for the Studio Rumble. Hope you've enjoyed the games. I hope you had fun, learned a thing or two, and see you next time.